Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today we're going to work some more, and I just realized I need to glue that. I keep doing that. We're going to work some more in the autumn journal today. I'm kind of going back and forth between the two to get them accomplished, and I think that this one probably will get finished up today. So yay, I'm super happy about that. And I am sneaking closer and closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, 6 years, 6 years. So I thank all of you so much and welcome. And if you're new, and welcome back. If you've been with me for a while, I'm just very excited about that because that's really crazy. So anyway, I thank you. And I have a little something that I will be giving away when we get there. So that has been the plan for a while with the item that I will be giving, and I will do that at, I don't know when. It'll be a surprise. So anyways, so the first thing, oh, I know, I wanted to show you. I have a new digital download. It's called Autumn 1910. So obviously all autumn images of ladies and gentlemen and leaves and trees and beautiful background sceneries, almost like old paintings or something. So this is the first page, and then I did back these so that you'll get this page as well, because I am going to make a journal out of these. So you can see that that will be like that. So you'll get that page. There's 8 pages like this with the scenery, and then I think it was 8 full color background pages, 3 like lightened, yeah, like these ones, muted background pages, and then you'll get ephemera and all that too, and you'll see that in just a minute. So you'll get this page and this backing page that's muted, and I'm sorry they're out of order this way, but I just wanted to back them in this backing page. These are like old doilies is what they look like. I did not draw these images. These are computer generated images. I have I don't know if you would call it a company or a program or whatever that I use for them. So I did not draw these. I put them together. Like I cut the lady out from a different image, cut the gentleman out from a different image, put them together on this image. So, you know, it's not like I find them like this perfectly done and boom. And also a lot of the times when they're computer generated, you have to fix hands and faces and all that kind of stuff because the AI does some very strange things to hands and faces. So anyways, but there's another muted page of lace or doily. And there's this page. And so like these pumpkins are quite large, but if you think about it in a journal, you'll see this side, and then on this side you'll see the pumpkin, so it won't seem so odd. And I backed that one with that image again, so that's the same one that was on the first page I showed you. And then we have these 3 ladies here having a little chat. But these backgrounds were just so beautiful with all the leaves and scenery and whatnot. And I backed that. This is one of the full color background pages, which you can see I just muted on. I'll show you them together so that you get a good idea of what I say when I say muted. So see, full color muted. And this is, I mute them so that you can write on them easier, because obviously this would be a little bit harder to write on. So there's that one. And then I used that gentleman twice. He's so serious. And there's the dog. And this one I backed with, this is one of the full color background pages. That was just beautiful with the river there. And I did put them on watercolor paper again. So they do have that sort of deckled, or I don't know what you would call it. They've got texture to them because of the watercolor paper in the background. And that is the second time you've seen that one. And then this is one of the fussy cut pages. So you can see I cut all these out before I can use them. And so what I do is save them to, you know, to a page so that you guys can use them too. And I would suggest like this one, some of the ephemera pages you might want to print with borders, because like her little bow, I mean, that's not a big deal, but anyway, just prevents stuff from getting chopped off. And then this one, and these are also on watercolor paper, which you can probably see in the background there a little bit. But yeah, pumpkins and just fun stuff to play with for fall. And then I did these little journal cards. They're small, but you know, you could write a little something on those, and maybe a tag or a bookmark. I left it unclipped on the corners so that you can choose what you want to do with it, and just some decoration pieces. And then we have a page of tags with some of the images from the kit. She's so pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, and so I was thinking these would be great, or this, you could use my ladies and gents silhouettes with this set, would be very cool. And then I just did these because I love, they sort of have a tapestry lace, I don't know, they're just really neat. So I did those because I figured you can put something on them if you want to, or you can just have them as they are. And then also all these journaling cards, or you could use them in collage as well. If you, I printed these on a cream cardstock, but if you printed them on a like my Southworth copy paper that I use, you could use them in collage. They would be great. You could do a whole collage, which I might do that. And then this is another one of the background pages, full color. I didn't print on the back of these because I'll probably use these for making journaling cards or tags or collages, whatever. Another full color page. I didn't back that one. And these leaves are another full color. And I just did, this is thank you to Joey Card Maker. I tried my hand at a sort of a background collage there, just with the different papers. I thought this would be fun too. You could make your own, you know, when you're making your own collages, or if you just need a little bit for an envelope or whatever. These are kind of nice because you can just tear it up. And then another full color page. And as always, the CD envelope cover that can be shrunk down. This is another one I would suggest printing with a border, just because it's the whole page. CD envelopes are pretty big, so, but yeah, you can shrink it down, do 2 to a page, and that way, you know, they're a little easier to use on a page. And then the number 10 window envelope cover, which you guys have seen me use. You can turn these into pockets themselves, you know, like if you did something like this, you cut out the window and just put something in the top, or you can actually cover an envelope. But if you don't have number 10 window envelopes, you don't need one. You can use this in the same way. You just put a little acetate behind there after you cut that out, and then it works just like a number 10 window envelope would. Or you can use it to cover, like we did in here, right here, or not there. Where was that? Sorry, you're like, that's not covered. What are you talking about? Where did I did use one in this. Oh, it is that one. I'm like, wait, where is it? That is, I was thinking that's just coffee dyed, but that is my, I think this was Torn Paper and Ferns Digital, has this envelope in it. Or it might be in the number 10 window envelope covers. It's hard for me to remember because this was a while ago. But anyway, you can see I just cut out the window and glued it on there, and then you're covered. You don't have to try to piece all the pieces together if you don't want to, but of course you can always do the collaging thing too. So that is what we have. It's 27 pages. So if you are interested in that and want that, hop on over to my Etsy. There will be a link in the description box below this video. So first thing we're going to do is glue this adorable little envelope closed. And this kit, if you have not heard, because, you know, some people may be just joining, welcome, is from Joey Card Maker, this kit, this autumn kit. So if you like the folk art thing, which I just love this. I don't know why I glued all the way up there because it's not going to reach all the way up there. Hop over to Joey Card Maker, and there will be a link to his YouTube or his Etsy as well. So I'm just going to glue that one closed, and then I think I'm done, I'm just going to pop that into this pocket. Little envelope. And then we're going to scooch over to where we need to do some work. And that is here at this envelope. So I have a tag that will go in that pocket. Let me move all these things out of the way. I want to put a little something on here. And we need to cover this because I don't want it like that. I want the that design covered up is what I'm trying to say. So we need a paper for that. I thought I got everything together, but of course I did not. I think I'm going to use the scrap that I have of the mushrooms because that will go in there nicely. And I'm probably not going to be able to cover every bit of blue because it does tuck in back there. So that is one of the unfortunate parts about the inside of envelopes. But I love these envelopes. I got these from Dee Dee Farrago, my friend Dee Dee. She dyed those for me. So sweet of her. She is the sweetest. If you don't know Dee Dee, go hop over and check out her channel. And if you want to see my spooky watercolor digital in a full-size journal, go check out Fayes at Fayes Journal Emporium. And I'll try to remember to link all these. If I forget, just yell at me. And also Nancy Pyter did one, kind of a flip-flop type journal. So go check that out. Both beautiful. So kind of them. So yeah, lots of good fall, autumn, Halloween journals coming out. And they're always very fun to see. So this is going to get completely glued. And we're going to try to pop it into this pocket, which I know is going to be interesting because this is very tight with the way this is sitting here. I probably really should not. I don't even need this much of it, so I think I am going to tear it a bit. Oh no, that won't work. Yeah, that won't work because the way that envelope is. So somehow I'm going to have to try to get it in here. I could take more off of it, the bottom, but I want it covered a lot. Yeah, I really don't love doing these. But I really wanted to use these envelopes with the color on them already. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that in there. I know, everybody said cut it open, do all that. I guess I'm going to have to cut it open to get it. Otherwise, I'm never going to get it. I don't want to cut it open because it's already nice and closed. That's the problem. But I'm not going to get it in there any other way, I don't think. And I don't want to cut what I have on the other side because I have that little pocket on there. I'm just making a mess. Well, that was part of it, was it was sticky. So yeah, note to self, I guess. If you're going to make one of these, you might want to just chop all your envelopes open and then you can close them back up again. I just really didn't want to do that. Okay, let's try that again. This might need to glue again since now it has dried a bit. We don't want it to not stick after all that, right? It's just too hard to get them stuffed again, you know, put them back in there. take some tape and go along there. And I used this tape back here because it's kind of a coppery color. Woo. It doesn't stick very good though, so we will have to glue it. The good part about washi along the edges is it is very thin and bends very easily, so that is the advantage. The disadvantage is it doesn't stick very well. And this one really does not stick at all. So they finally caught that guy in Pennsylvania that was escaped from the jail. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that. You probably do if you live there, but yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe how easily he climbed out of that place. I mean, I know, it's so hard. But it's too bad that they didn't spend the money to get, because I guess they had an inmate escape at that same spot a bit before or whatever. And did capture him within very, very quickly, a day or whatever. But this guy was out for 14 days. And I'm putting a slit here so that it doesn't lift up the tape back here. And it holds it all nice and clean. Yeah, so he escaped the same way. And so it's too bad they didn't fix that when the first guy escaped. I might just go top and bottom and because I messed up that envelope so bad. Right here. See if my little scissors can fix it at all. I don't really want that tape to go around to the front. Because then it ended up costing, I guess, something like $1 million a day, or I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not that great with all that. But anyways, I thought, well, that was crazy. Would have been a lot better to spend the money to fix the spot where they both escaped. But anyways, they caught him, so that's good. Okay, I was going to put this other owl tag over there. I don't know what to put here yet. I think I'll just glue it back closed. And then I'll figure that out. I always wonder what people are thinking, honestly. I mean, yeah, I get you don't want to go to jail for the rest of your life because you murdered his girlfriend, so that's why he was convicted in the first place, and he runs off like that, and then you know they're going to eventually find you. It might take a while, but they will. All right, so the next thing we'll do is the journaling card that's going to go inside of there. And I need to cut that edge just to clean it up. And that's obviously, as you can see, just glue book page. So that will go in there. You can leave them torn on the edges. They do look cool like that, but I decided that one I wanted neat. And I think I'm going to put this. This was one of the tags in Joy's kit. I just tore it apart because I like that image, and I'm going to put this little piece of coffee dyed paper here just to help cover that edge. So yeah, I've been listening to that whole manhunt for days now. They kept thinking they were going to catch him, and then, I don't know, it was just a whole thing. Well, it's super, I guess, dense forest sort of area that he was in, and they just couldn't find him, which I get. That's got to be crazy. Oh, I need to put that piece on first. Seriously, my brain. But I was very happy that they caught him. Thank goodness. So the people there, I felt so bad for everybody there, because every time, you know, you come to the end of your road, if you were in that area or whatever, you had to have your car searched, and which, again, understandable. But can you imagine, like, you just got to run, you know, get kids or go to the store or whatever, and it just would be a lot. That's all I'm saying. And plus terrifying, you know, person just that killed, I guess, 2 people, because he's from Brazil, and he killed somebody in Brazil as well. So yeah, not a good guy. I have this paper that I got from Amazon, and it's just, I think it's, I searched faux coffee dyed paper, and it comes up with this, and it's a whole package. At least it used to. I don't know, because I haven't bought this in a really long time. I bought one package, and it's lasted quite some time. I don't use it a lot, but it works good. I just forget about it. Just trying to figure out a piece I need. So he's going to be real sorry now, because he'll probably end up, I guess, in solitary confinement, because they don't want them, when they do that, talking to other inmates anymore. Because he obviously found out by talking to the other guy, or other inmates that knew about it, or whatever. But anyway. He'll go to a prison now instead of a jail, which they were about to do anyway. But he had just been convicted of murdering his girlfriend, and at least this is the way I understand it. If I'm getting the story wrong, I apologize. That's just my understanding. So anyways, that's what I've been listening to while I work. It helps keep me focused if I just listen to something. And I think that's the reason I ended up getting into true crime. Well, that and the whole Coburger, that disaster in Moscow, because that's where my son goes to school. But anyways, I love craft videos. It's just I can't watch when I'm working. I gotta, you know, do other stuff. So I like something that I can just hear and know what's going on. But yeah. And then you get wrapped up in all the other crazy cases that go on. I will stitch around this because, as you saw, there are loose spots. And that's the nature of the beast when you're using glue pages. They just, that just happens. Like, there's a bubble in there. All right, and that will pop in here. I don't know yet what to put on the back of that, but I will continue figuring that out. That'll go in there. It'll get stitched around. I don't think I'll put any tabs or anything on it to pull it out, because there's no room right here. And then on this, I was going to put this owl right here as a pocket or a tuck. So I need to back it to thicken it because it's just on copy paper. I use Southworth copy paper, and I get the great big box on Amazon because that's where I can find it. I can find it in my area, but only in small packages. But you can get it at like Staples and stuff. It's not like a hard one to find. It's, I think, pretty general. And I get the, I think it's called cotton linen or something like that. One in an off-white or an ivory. I gotta grab some scissors. I don't like those little tiny ones. Oops, just hit the light. Because it's a nicer quality paper, so it prints better than regular, like just white printer paper. But you can get that one is, I think it does say it's a presentation paper. But it's not like a photo paper or anything, because I obviously don't want a glossy kind of thing. But a better paper does give you a better result, honestly. Not that you can't print on copy paper, because I do it, but they just come out a lot nicer on a presentation paper. Wow, really struggling with that. I was really wanting to stick to the scissors. Okay, so this will become a little tuck pocket. So we're going to poke the hole, because I do want the hole poked out. Can't see, because there's already something stuck in there. All right. So yeah, just as simple as that, you can have a tuck spot. And it's kind of fun to use a tag as a tuck, I think. We should probably put something in the up here, just for interest sake. I don't know if this is long enough. I don't want anything like super. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that again with my pinking shears. It's a good color. Go ahead and do a little snip on either end. I'm gonna take this and turn it around because I want that particular fabric. You can kind of see there's a front and a back. So I don't want to see the boring back side. I'm just going to staple this with the tiny attacher. But you could definitely stitch it as well, if that works. We don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. That's the only problem with turning it is now it's crooked, but oh well. Okay, there's that. I am a little concerned with the edges of this envelope. It kind of, in dyeing, in the avocado dye process, it got a little weak in some spots. I'm just trying to decide if I should do something about that. I just don't really know what. I know I can do, avocado dye, or I mean washi tape. Had avocado dye on the brain, obviously, there. I don't know. I think I might do the bottom. I don't think I'll worry about the side, but I think I will put a piece on the bottom. And I like this. This is lighter avocado dye, less saturated, I'll say that. And then it's put in my embossing envelope, which also can cause it to be more fragile. Oh, come now, just fold. It shouldn't be that hard to fold a piece of paper in half. Okay. Just gonna cut it so that it's even, maybe. See, I cannot cut straight. Yeah, that was a pretty incredible deal. All those cops, and they had Border Patrol came to help. It just took a village, honestly, to catch him. Okay, now we can put this on. I just didn't want to put it on and then have to fold something up over the top of it. That wouldn't have been great. I love that owl. He's so cool. It's a great kit, Joey. Beautiful pieces. Okay, so then I have a couple of pieces from the kit as well that we're going to tuck in there, but obviously they need a little help here. Also need to be backed and back the tag. Well, I guess that won't work, huh? I could put this on the back though. This was all from my friend Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, and I don't know if she has any avocado dye available at the moment or not. But anyway, that's where I got mine. I need to cut that out. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna glue it on, and then I'll just cut both out. Sticky paper. Cute little journaling cards in Joey's kit and tags. Kind of a darker part. And we'll also back the other. I think I'll do the lines showing on this one. On the back. So we're going to flip it over and we're going to go to this corner where the other one is not. And sort of line it up. Okay, get those cut out. I know it's not fun watching me cut stuff out, but some days I just don't get all the things cut and ready to go on time. know what to put on that green envelope. It needs something, but I don't know what. So that's that. I don't think I want to do anything to that, because if I put anything on there, I'm going to cover up those lines. This is a nice one because you can write on both sides. Because you're not going to have loads of writing space in this, obviously, because there's not actual pages, but there would be plenty of writing space for me, because I hardly write, but if you're really looking for a writing journal, this isn't the one. This I could put something on. This would be cute with one of the tea cards on it. We need to punch our hole, and again, this one will probably get stitched around, just because I like to do that. So thanks for joining me. If you're still sticking with me through these, making these journals, I really appreciate you guys. We're almost done. It's a long process when you do 2 journals. It takes a lot of hours. It's kind of crazy. You would think it wouldn't take so long, but it really does take a while. Do we want the flamingo? I like the little boy too. You know, I could cut him out of the tag. Just cut everything out of the tag, right? It's just a good image. And it matches that nicely. So yeah, I hope you guys like my fall kit. It was a fun one to make. I haven't done anything like that in a really long time with the ladies. That was kind of the only thing I did for a long time, and then I don't know, I just kind of got away from it and it creeps back in. Yeah, I like that on there. Kind of needs a little, maybe a piece of book page or something behind it, I feel like. I like these too. These are Shabby Dabby Doodah. Don't know. Don't know if those go. They're kind of big. I mean, you could go sideways with one. I might play with that in a minute. I like this old ratty-tatty book page, which is just falling apart and just like disintegrating in my hands. And I just found that at a thrift store, or it was an antique store, but it really much more like a thrift store, honestly. I don't want to tear that off really, but just want to see a bit of it. It doesn't have to like be completely behind him. it just helps pull the focal piece out of the background. So like these colors are so similar to the colors in what's behind him and all that, that gets a little lost, even though, I mean, you can definitely still see it. But when you put a little piece of book page or something different back there, it just helps kind of pull that piece out a little more. Oh, wow. I didn't think it was going to come off of there. Just going to kind of do something like that. Let's see. Getting hungry. Getting close to lunchtime for me. My stomach's like, what you doing? I'm working. I'm so horrible. You know, you see Gail and all these people that are super organized. And they have all this stuff like in books, and they just go to it and pull one out, and here I am just with sheets of paper cutting stuff. I'm just a wreck, y'all. Just a wreck. I am not the model for organization, I will tell you that. See, what I'm thinking of doing is either going around to the back or tearing it. I think I like it around to the back. Surprisingly, usually I tear them. Something different. And I can mess this up a little because it's a little too perfect. I haven't popped over to see how Tina's doing at Shabby Dabby Doodah in a bit. I should probably do that. That'll tuck in there. We'll put something in there and stitch around it. So those are good. Then on this one, I am going to cover this, even though that seems crazy, because I know that's beautiful. But I might pull that up to there. That's just how we're going to do it. And then this will go into the pocket, and this is just a lovely piece of coffee dyed paper that I also got from Dee Dee Tarago. And I don't know if she has that in her shop either, but I would definitely go check it out, because if she doesn't, you can probably contact her, and I bet you she might make you some. She gave that to me a while back when I won her mushroom journal. She put that in the package. She's so sweet. And I'm going to put this piece up there. I know it's crazy to cover up that envelope, but I'm not covering the other side all out the way up. So, gotta do something, Tim. Plus, this will give us a writing spot, which is good. And this piece I can glue all the way down because it's not going to affect the pocket. Sticky fingers. In fact, I'm going to have to put a little glue under there, I guess. Doesn't want to stick to that washi tape there. And my finger had to stick to that, but I think it's going to get covered up, so it's not going to matter. Okay. Then what we have to remember is I'm going to use my art glitter glue to just go along this edge. That was a little far out there. And then on here, and we'll go ahead and do along all the edges just to make sure it sticks down everywhere. You just don't want to put glue right here, and I've done that so many times. It's one of my worst goof ups that I do. Like, honestly, I don't know why I struggle with that so much, but I do. And you do want the glue along that edge. I know that sounds crazy, but you want it to be closed. You just don't want to put glue right there, obviously, right? Because that will completely close the pocket. Oh my gosh, come here, you little piece of paper. Just doesn't want to stick to that tape. So now we got our writing spot that we can put our, I need to put a thumb notch in there. People chomp both sides just because then, you know, you can pull it out from either side. Try to get in the middle of this. It's probably nowhere. Oh, it's not too bad. You need to stick. Stick down, you. This envelope's very fragile. I think I'm going to put this in from this side just because of the way that is. Oh, you stinker. Sorry. I obviously glued something or did something. What is it? This is the problem here. I don't feel anything. There's a little fold that sort of bend in this envelope, and I think that's part of it. We turn this way. Something to stick right there. Must be catching on something else. I don't know what it would be catching on. I might have to make that a little smaller because I'm popping open my envelope over here. So let's cut that a teeny sliver more, and maybe we'll round the corners. It's always the trick with long pockets is getting stuff to slide in and out of them. But this works very well to round the corners. Yeah, I never used to hear sirens here. Now it's all the time. Too many people here now. Why is it sticking there? Why? Lordy, lordy. What is the problem? You know what I think it is? I think it's a part of the envelope. Like, yeah. Ah, ta-da. Somehow I got it. Okay, so that is in there. That piece of coffee dye is in there. Yay. Well, I didn't actually get to the end, and we're at 50. But what I'm going to do is put this piece on the back here. And then I have that envelope I made with the watercolor. That I don't know where it is right now because I've piled stuff up over here. Well, you'll see it when it's done. I'm going to put that on here. I think I might cover underneath or do a little something on there too before I put that on there. But anyway, I'm going to put a pocket here and then it will be done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will do a flip through of both of them when they're both complete so that you can see, you know, the whole shebang. So don't think you're never going to see it again. All right, I will see you guys again soon. Love you guys. Talk later. Bye.